Hi, we are going to talk about relationships today. It is easy to enter a relationship. It's very easy to enter a relationship, but far difficult to carry it through. संबंध बनाना आसान है, संबंध बनाने बहुत आसान है पर निभाने बहुत मुश्किल. People make in the current digital and media world 50 relations in a year, but toward the end they find themselves all alone. Building and maintaining good working relationship will not only make you more engaged and committed to the people and the organization, it can also open door to the key project areas, friendships, career advancement, and many related things which the relationship can achieve. जब दिल आवाज़ दे तभी इरादा करो, जब दिल आवाज़ दे तभी इरादा करो, मन मान जाए तभी किसी से वादा करो. Relationship is a rainbow between two hearts and 7 colors of feelings: love, sadness, happiness, truth, faith, secret, and respect. And all these colors mingle so well. Use the following strategies to build good working relationship with your spouse, with your lover, and with your colleagues. Develop your people skills. I remember I always used to touch the people skill in my class, and I used to call them the human relation skills. When you are dealing with the people, how can you deal with the people on the same parameter, on the same scale? People are different. People are unique. Each one has his own set of skills and competencies. And where is the perfection? If you go for the perfection, we are going to lose all the people. So try to understand the people first before diving deep into a relationship. Identify your relationship needs. क्यों चाहते हैं संबंध बनाना बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है. कोई कारण है, कोई पुख्ता कारण है. If there is a solid reason to develop a relationship, only then you must make an effort. Focus on the emotional intelligence, a very oft repeated word now. People say it came from the America. No, it was there right at the time of Mahabharata too. Krishna was the best expert on the emotional intelligence. He taught Arjuna how to process his own emotions and emotions of Kaurav and his army on the other side, and made him realize the reality. Learn to appreciate others. तारीफ कीजिए लोगों की, समझिए लोगों को, प्रोत्साहित कीजिए. Encourage the people. The more you encourage the people, more people will come to you. Be positive. I think it's need not be mentioned here. Positivity in your behavior, in your attitude, in your personality ambience is very vital. What degrees and diploma cannot achieve, your few positive acts can deliver the results. Manage your boundaries. I think अपनी हदों में रह के मोहब्बत का इजहार कीजिए. अपनी हदों में रह के मोहब्बत का, दोस्ती का इजहार कीजिए. हदें तो औरों को भी हैं, उनकी हदों का भी इस्तेमाल कीजिए. Avoid gossiping. The biggest damaging episodes are created when people just start gossiping. And what exactly is the gossiping? It is that communication which neither has a head nor a tail. Learn to be a very, very empathetic listener. The tragedy is that people don't want to listen. They are ready to answer you, but how can you deliver the answer if you have not listened properly? सुनिए, ध्यान से सुनिए, सामना क्या कहना चाहता है, and on the basis of that, you can prepare your resort. How can you react to that communication? Healthy relationships can provide us with support, affection, excitement, and love. However, when relationships go wrong, they can be a source of distress and sorrow. We have seen even people committing suicides when they are failure in their relationship. कहते हैं कि मोहब्बत में रज़ा उसकी भी होती है. कहते हैं कि मोहब्बत में रज़ा उसकी भी होती है, दो दिल यूं ही नहीं मिलते. दो दिल यूं ही नहीं मिलते, कुछ तो साजिश खुदा की भी होती है. Human relationships are infinitely complex and problem can manifest from the different sources. Difficult relationship from the past. As a clinical psychology, I have observed that the people who had a bad history of broken, fractured relationship, first of all, they stop and fearing going in a relationship. And if they do not take the proper curative therapies, there is a likelihood that they will break the new relationship too. What makes us less able to trust others? I think I remember one book by the Peter Drucker, and he just simply said that all management is nothing but it is a relationship and the trust. And what is the trust? It cannot be borrowed, it cannot be bargained. If you give the trust, you get the trust. Pressure from others to begin or end the relationship. Now, this is a disastrous thing. How can you develop a relationship by getting the pressures? मोहब्बत भीख में नहीं मिलती, मांगी नहीं जा सकती, खरीद सकते नहीं. ये तो वो मुजस्मा है, खुद खुदा तेरी गोद में डालता है. The media leading us to form an idealized view of relationship which is at odds with the reality for the most couples. Today, media is doing more damage and discussing certain parameters. But it is not like that, Relationship cannot be created, endured, and survived by the media specification. Each relationship is very different. The following characteristics are helpful in nurturing relationships, successful relationship within the family, within friendships and partnerships. जिंदगी की मजबूरियों. जिंदगी की मजबूरियों में लोग जुदा होते हैं. कहते हैं कि मजबूरियों में भी लोग जुदा होते हैं. ज़रूरी नहीं कि वो बेवफा होते हैं. ज़रूरी नहीं कि वो बेवफा होते हैं. देकर किसी को वो दो आंसू, देकर किसी को वो कुछ आंसू, तन्हाइयों में उससे भी ज़्यादा खुद से खफा होते हैं. An acceptance that we all are different. I think we discussed it about that people are different. Let's learn a very basic fundamental formula and learn to respect the personality of the other person. Learn to respect the individuality. Don't forget, we are all the special editions created by the God with our quota of strength and weaknesses. छोटी सी गलती के लिए तुमने रिश्ता तोड़ दिया. एक छोटी सी खता के लिए तूने रिश्ता तोड़ दिया. वो मोहब्बत का सरोवर आकाश जो मैंने तुझसे सीखा, वो तो तूने देखा ही नहीं. We all have our capacities. Understanding others cannot meet all our needs, although we may aspire for this at all times. अपने अपनी गुणवत्ता अपनी अपनी स्किल कॉम्पिटेंसीज का उपयोग करें. Getting stuck up in a present mode. Avoid focusing repeatedly on the past grievances or basing a relationship on the hope of the future improvement. I think it is a flaw, The more you will water it with love, compassion, affection, the quality of the flower will improve. होते हैं झगड़े, होती हैं लड़ाई. झगड़े लाख करूँगा, झगड़े 100 बार करूँगा, पर मैं लौट के आऊँगा, फिर तेरे से प्यार मनुहार करूँगा. मैं रूठने न दूँगा तुझे ज़िंदगी भर के लिए. मैं हर वक्त एहसास मोहब्बत का इजहार करूँगा. Learning to respect the individual traits. Now, there is a trait inventory in each of us. That's why I always said, I remember I wrote an article, how many people in your life? So don't have so many people in your life. And as a matter of fact, we don't have so many people in your life. If you do the personality analysis, constituency analysis, and you will find कि हमारी ज़िंदगी में 5, 10, 12, 15 लोगों से ज़्यादा नहीं होते और उनको समझना इतना मुश्किल नहीं है. Adapting a relationship to respect each other's autonomy and right to choose his or her own path of life. Skill and competencies to negotiate, discovering each other's wants and needs, and then working out a way to fulfill these different goals without one person having to compromise totally. I think there is a lot of compromise element in relationship, collaboration element. The day we learn to compromise, मोहब्बत में, दोस्ती में, रिश्तों में रफू करना सीखिए. अब छोड़िए ना ये छोटी छोटी बातों को नज़रअंदाज करना सीखिए. Creating an aura of positivity, try to develop an atmosphere where you are visible as a creative, positive person. In our life, we are more attracted toward the positive people. And I have always said, don't rent out your heart to the people who are negative. Throw them out. And have a new tenant which is full of love and affection. Common misconceptions are there. 2 common misconceptions that hinder the development of the successful relationship include believing relationships that need working at are not worth having. Why to have it if you don't want to have it? Believing the other person in the relationship should know how do you feel. Now this is very important. सामने वाले को पता तो हो कि मैं उसके साथ क्यों हूँ और वो मेरे साथ क्यों है. In fact, a healthy relationship requires work and adaptation through a shared responsibility for its well-being. Changes made through the honest and the open communication encourages the expression of feeling and the avoidance of misunderstandings. मंजिलों से मोहब्बत करनी सीख ली जिस दिन मैंने. मेरी मंजिलों से मोहब्बत करनी सीख ली जिस दिन मैंने, फिर रास्तों की फिक्र करना छोड़ दिया मैंने. Strategies of negotiation. Just try to find out what are the needs of the other person. Understand them, process them, and try to come to their expectation. You have to understand your needs and the need of other person. अब तो मुझे आखिरकार मेरी वफ़ाओं का सिलसिला दे दो. अरे अब तो मुझे आखिरकार मेरी वफ़ाओं का सिलसिला दे दो. किसी दिन जाते जाते अपनी एक छोटी सी झलक, एक मुस्कुराहट तो दे दो. Let us find out the commonality. There is a helpful in establishing good relationship. The more we have things in common, it ensures the practicality and the life of relationship. Learn to negotiate, but not in a conflict management areas. हम सौदा करते हैं, negotiate करते हैं, कि कुछ तुम छोड़ो, कुछ मैं छोड़ूं, कुछ तुम अडॉप्ट करो, कुछ मैं अडॉप्ट करूं. Identify the important issues for both, and this give and take must continue. The situation keep on changing. Make efforts constantly throughout the pendency of relationship. There will be many situations where the relationship get fractured, broken, dissipated. Always keep on working it. And toward the end, gentlemen, I would like to say, no relationship in the world is perfect. We learn to live with the imperfection of the other people. Never break a relationship because of the small follies or something wrong. Always try to SWOT analysis the strength and a weakness of the person. And there is a small problem here and there. Just learn to ignore it. Well, gentlemen, this was my feeling, and my feelings are normally generated in my classroom situation. I am not an academic person. I don't speak from my book, and all I have learned in the last few decades, it is only in my classroom scenario. Students always have the feeling that they have come and learned something and gone. They don't remember that I too learn a lot. Thank you, gentlemen, for being with me.